Okay, everyone, we are taking a first look at Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. We are playing on PS4 Pro. Keep in mind, this is a review copy provided by the publisher. You're like, eh? Like, you know, the Metal Gear Solid on, eh? Review copy provided by the publisher? Isn't this free on PSN? PS Plus? That's right, that's what I was going to say, PS Plus. Yes, it comes out tomorrow. We are playing on the 31st. In case you don't know, this has been announced for June Angela? I don't know. Somebody said, I thought I read somewhere it was like June Angela's PlayStation Plus game, free PlayStation Plus game for PS4. Actually, I wonder if you haven't got a PS5, if you've only got a PS5 and you sold your PS4, can you still access PS4 PlayStation Plus games? Because maybe on the website you can, I'm not sure. Anyway, yes, so review copy provided by the publisher, officially comes out tomorrow. We're going to be doing the first look of this here. So basically, you could pick this up totally yourself if you've got PlayStation and if you've got PlayStation Plus. Obviously, they're going to be selling it individually as well. Let's go into training first of all. Let's go into free training. If you don't know what this is like the last Virtua Fighter 5 game that came out, reskinned, no, remade, no, remastered. What's the best way to describe this? So Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, I think that's what it was called, which came out in like 2012, right? So this Virtua Fighter 5 is actually probably like 10-15 years old. I'm jumping all over the place with this intro. Virtua Fighter 5 is probably like 10-15 years old. And like, you know how Street Fighter does Super Street Fighter, Ultimate Street Fighter, blah blah blah, and Tekken does Tekken 5 and Tekken 5 Bloodline Rebellion and all that. Sega have been doing the same thing with Virtua Fighter 5. It originally came out in arcades, then it got a home port, then it got like V2, V3, and then they added different names on it. So the last time we had an update for this was like in 2012, which were PS3 and Xbox 360 ports. And then the only way you could now play the Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown was either through Xbox One backward compatibility or Xbox Series X backward compatibility. PS4 obviously didn't have PS3 backward compatibility, or you could play this in like the Yakuza games. So there was like rumors of this like Virtua Fighter esports or something. There was some leak that came out, right? So people are thinking maybe that's what this is now. So yeah, so this is Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, and what they've done is they've used their Yakuza engine and remade that game. Or I don't know what the right word is for it. Is that exact game, but built in a newer engine to make it look nicer. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure if like, this is one thing we don't know yet. If there's been any balance changes and things like that. Chat goes repackaged, right? We'll call it repackaged. I don't know if there's been any balance changes and everything like that. So I should start off. I'm like, obviously hardcore fighting game player, play everything, mainly a Tekken and Street Fighter player. I've never hardcore got into the Virtua Fighter scene because like when Virtua Fighter was in its prime and big, when I grew up playing fighting games, there wasn't an online scene, right? Everybody who plays fighting games now is gonna obviously be able to enjoy fighting games differently now. So for me, it was, what could I get my brother to play? What was the local scene like? All depended on what fighting games I play. So I always wanted to play Virtua Fighter 5 Virtua Fighter when I was younger. It's just nobody played Virtua Fighter around me, unfortunately. So then I missed the prime of Virtua Fighter, right? And then when Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown came out, they added online to the 360 and the PS3 versions. But it was kind of past its, I don't want to say heyday, or like, the thing is, Tekken was really hot then, and Street Fighter 4 was the shit. That's it. Like, I don't care what game you were playing. Like, I was a Tekken player and I jumped over to Street Fighter 4. That was just like what everybody was playing. But obviously, Then we got the rise of online gameplay, right? So then it brought new life into those games that you couldn't play before because nobody in your house was playing it, or nobody in your local scene was playing it. So this is a good thing here now, because they've repackaged this in this new engine, but it's got full online. So there's going to be a lot of like the FGC community that is finally probably going to be able to, the younger community especially, or even me for the older community, that are going to have a chance to really get hardcore into Virtua Fighter and check it out, because this comes with online, right? Like a bit of the negative, and there's been loads of discourse around this online already, and it's kind of weird, right? So this hasn't got rollback. The online is not rollback. It's delayed based netcode, and there's been loads of drama around this. You know, everybody's had their say. Some people are already like, oh, no rollback, no play, you know, dead on arrival and all that bullshit. Like, I 100% get that fighting games going forward should have rollback, right? And we should ask publishers to put rollback into fighting games. But this whole discourse around, oh, if it's not got rollback, I'm not even playing it, whatever. Like, maybe that just sounds weird to me, because I'm a Tekken player. Now, forget what Harada says. Tekken hasn't got rollback. So I've been used to fighting games without rollback, like, you know, for the longest time. So and then people are like, we'll play bad games, or bad games is a bit harsh. People will play games that they don't even like just because it's got rollback. So I feel like that's a bit harsh on this game. Like, at the moment, it's going to be hard for me to test this anyway. We're going to find this out in the next few months, and when everybody gets a hold of this, to see what really is the online like. But yeah, like it hasn't got a rollback. It's that game repackaged in a new engine. They have said that they've done some work on the online, but we don't really know, because they haven't really gone into hardcore nerdy details, right? Because one, the Virtua Fighter scene is kind of scattered now. Sure, there's a few hardcore members of the Virtua Fighter scene, but everybody, even content creators who ain't the Virtua Fighter scene and learning how to play this game, we're looking at like 8-year-old YouTube videos and stuff, and tutorial videos that Sega released years and years ago, right? Because Virtua Fighter 4's tutorial was better than Virtua Fighter 5's, so obviously this tutorial is not going to be that good because it's the VF5 tutorial. So, you know, it's just like that scene ain't really there to get that information. I don't even know who's at Sega to kind of give us that information, right? Oh, you know, this move has been, you know, now it's like 6 frames or 4 frames. And, you know, so they haven't really PR dropped that information. I don't even know if there's anybody at Sega to drop that kind of information. So the community is probably gonna, after they played, the hardcore Virtua Fighter community, that is, after they play this for a while, we'll probably get this answer in a couple of weeks, months, to say, has this had balance changes, or is this literally just Final Showdown repackaged? But even on its own though, like, I know it hasn't got rollback, but we shouldn't like up our noses at that, because we gotta really understand, right? Having a Virtua Fighter game on a current gen console, free on PlayStation Plus, if you've got PlayStation Plus. I mean, it's only going to be on PS4 anyway. We don't know if it's a timed exclusive, console exclusive, whatever, because they said console exclusive on their like PR trailer thing. So people are thinking maybe it's timed. But you know, this is like unless you got Xbox and you play that old version through backward compatibility, this is like the only current way to play it, right? So obviously the old school Virtua Fighter 5 heads are loving this, because they finally get to play like Virtua Fighter, regardless if it's that Final Showdown or not, on a current machine. And even if it's got like, if the netcode is as good as Tekken 7's, like, for America this is kind of harsh, right? Because America's like way bigger, and like the internet infrastructure ain't as good. But like, we totally get, me as a European player from the UK, I get like good Tekken games all the time. So if it's as good as Tekken, like, I'm not saying that would be great. I'm saying that is above serviceable. That's not like, you know, as long as it's not Smash Bros, like anything is playable. But like Tekken 5 is not, sure, it's not the best netcode, but it's 100% totally playable. Like what, like ooh, like I would say good. Like they do online tournaments on Tekken 7's netcode, like easily, you know. So this whole discourse around, oh, no rollback, no. And I'm not trying to call out content creators, but I feel like a few content creators kind of started that discourse about, oh, you know, there's a new game made and it should have that. Because another thing we have to understand is, and I'm not trying to keep it 100% for a publisher. I would freaking never, right? If the game's not good, then whatever. We'll see in a couple of months if it's not being played. But I still think it's kind of silly to like, no, I'm not gonna even touch it because of that. You know, like some people are laughing at the moment saying, oh, you know, that's Zoomer mentality. Because obviously the hardcore Virtua Fighter heads are trying to keep it 100% for this. They did the same, like a hardcore Soul Calibur fans did the same thing for that game, right? Because they want their game to be played. They want this thing to be alive. Obviously months later we'll find out like what is the final package going to be like, right? I just think is like to say nah, whatever, we're not going to touch it because of that is like before you've even seen and touched the product is like a bit silly. I think another thing we should talk about as well, we don't know if this is true, and I guess we won't know unless you're Sega, right? Like are they testing early access? Are they testing this for like some kind of VF6 revival? Do they want to know how much interest is there in this IP? Because publishers are publishers at the end of the day, right? They wanna make a profit and money off their game, and they don't want to produce a product that they feel that there's no interest in. So like if it is like, oh, this game does well, and then if this game does well, we'll greenlight and we'll make VF6. So when the fighting game community says stuff like, oh, no robot, we're not going to play it, then 100% you probably won't get VF6. So see what I'm saying? Like I understand what you're saying about, oh yeah, you want those features in your game, and if publishers don't give them to you, then you don't want to play that game. But like if that is what the publisher, like it's same with Capcom and Marvel, right? If they didn't like, they made that last game, and that last game had so many issues with it, right? But if the community was like, oh, we're not touching this product, then do you think they're gonna make another one? This is just how publishers work, right? So my point is, like, give it a couple of months, see how it is. If like 100%, if we play this for a couple months and it's like, oh my god, the net hold is awful, then totally. But like nobody shouldn't be making those grandiose statements day one, right? Oh, you know, no rollback, I'm not gonna touch it, whatever, because this is a repackage of an old game with new graphics. We don't know, was it even possible to do that, you know? Like what was the budget like, you know? So let's wait and see. Anyway, so that's like the good points, the bad points. This officially comes out tomorrow. If you've got Plus, you can probably check it out for yourself. So if we go return back to the main menu, I feel like a lot of people are going to be watching this, especially my fighting game content, is they're going to be like me and they've never touched Virtua Fighter. So what I've been doing over the weekend, I've been trying to learn. We only got access to this today, one day before. I know a few big content creators got access to this like a couple of days ago, but literally I've been playing this for about 4 hours on stream, and you're probably gonna see some shorter highlight over YouTube and Twitch on the highlight. But this is like the first time I'm touching this, so if we just go through a bit of everything to see what is here. Obviously they changed the menus and everything, because I played that Final Showdown on through back compat on Xbox, and initially I was like, wait, is there stuff missing here? I feel like when I played it through back compat there was more here, but I think they've just redone the menus. So if we go controller settings, yeah, this is the way they've bound it. I can't tell you if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Again, we're gonna get into the basics of Virtua Fighter when I fully get into this. Options wise, music settings, they've got like Virtua Fighter, like they got all the Virtua Fighter. Actually, we can see here, it says Virtua Fighter 5, Virtua Fighter 5R, Final Showdown. Wait, and then Ultimate's not here. I don't know, default just circles through all of them maybe. And then UI settings, retro, or this. There is day one DLC for costumes. Like they've got like a retro costume pack. We'll show that off in a second. It's got like a character customizer. That's not right. Customization here, so you can go in and you got 4 save slots. Not as deep as anything as Tekken. So you got your basic outfits here, and then you can change your basic outfits in a certain way. Again, we'll just quickly show off everything here because I'm sure a lot of people are going to check this out on PlayStation Plus especially for all my other fighting game videos I've done, and when those fighting games come to Plus for free, it usually is like the people who've never touched these games before. If you equip this item, other items may be removed, sure. So, you know, it's not like nothing crazy as the Tekken or the Soul Calibur stuff is. You mess with what's there. I don't know if they add more to this in the future, but that is the kind of customizations options you have there. Some characters have way more options than others, and cooler options than others, so that's kind of interesting. Nothing like DLC character wise, we haven't got anything new in this game. Like I said, it is still Virtua Fighter 5. Let me just show you a you can kind of see what's here. I've been kind of going for the hold on, what else is here? So the way they've done it is like how most current fighting games do it. Like you pick your character, the character you want to use, and then you use that online. In the training, unfortunately, I haven't seen anything like you're playing in training and then you can get into a match. You got your whole, you know, what Street Fighter popularized. You can unlock titles, and what title do you want to give yourself. You've got like what information you want to display on your card, standby CPU settings. Maybe I've not found it yet, because set opponent CPU character while searching for ranked matches. Oh, okay, so you can't go into training, but while you're searching for ranked matches, you can play against the CPU. I wish they would have added that to training. And you got your stamps, what you can use in your lobbies. Again, controller settings. Then you can view your rankings. Offline versus arcade training. In your arcade, you got your command training, which is just go through your moves list for each character. Then you got your tutorial. You got free training, which is just practice. Training seems a bit sparse. And then you can do your, like, you know, like, let's look at, I don't know, defensive moves 1. And let's go Blaze. So yeah, just so I can show you what the training is like. Again, like, I can understand, like, remember I told you the whole thing, I don't know why I didn't add rollback, but if they're trying to test the war, one thing I would have probably done though is made the tutorials better. Press up or that for a defensive move. Use defensive moves to move forward or away from the screen and evade striking attacks. Give it a try. Okay. Because if they are trying to test the war to, like, you know, do we make 6? Is there interest in this? Then, especially that is going to be on PS Plus. This is, I would be shocked if a massive amount of players don't play this. Because it's a Plus game, right? There's like, what, 100 million PlayStations out there? They got, what is it, 40 million PS Plus subscribers, they said the other day? Most people add those free games to their list, right? So maybe, like, you know, to get in those new blood, is that the right word? You know, new eyes on this product, on this old product that is reskinned. Maybe you got to get people, like, learning how to play. But yeah, I personally use, like, YouTube videos and stuff, so, you know, there is, like, a basic training stuff here, but even when I was doing the combat training, I was having, like, difficulty. You can tell I'm very good at Virtua Fighter. I was having difficulty even doing some moves because I wasn't understanding the timing properly. So yeah, that's training there. There's command training, free training. So I've spent a couple of hours of this just on Twitch, just trying to find a character to play. because, you know, I'm going to be playing this online as long as the online is not terrible. So let's see what's in offline. 2 wireless controls are needed to play. Okay, well, there's that question. You can't just do versus CPU. Interesting. I wonder if they've removed a couple of things here. We should have maybe booted up the Xbox version of Final Showdown. See if there was more options here. It looks, see where it says preparing underneath? Maybe there was another option there. This is one thing I can't remember. All right, let's go difficulty normal. Okay, that looks legit to me. Let's quickly try a bit of arcade. So yeah, I tried Akira. I tried Jackie, which seems like this game is like Law from Tekken. Taka just seems like Ganaryu mixed with E Honda. Yeah, I'm having difficulty really finding a character I like. I really like Blaze, but he's like super complex. He's got so many moves. So if you don't know what Virtua Fighter 5 is, like if you're a fighting game player and you've never played a Virtua Fighter game, let me just go over some basics of how does Virtua Fighter play and what is Virtua Fighter. So, Ice Core, Virtua Fighter 5 is a 3D fighting game, right? So think of your Tekkens, think of your Soul Caliburs, obviously without weapons, right? It's not as flashy and crazy as, say, Tekken. Like, you don't have as much crazy moves to do. It's more, I would call it more like raw fisticuffs. And it's a 3-button fighting game. You got a block button, and you can block high or low, and you got a punch button, you got a kick button. You can do throws by combining punch and guard, or punch and block. And then if you do punch and kick, you do a different move. And if you do guard and kick, you can do a different move. And if you press all 3 buttons together, you could do a different move. So by its core, it's a 3-button fighting game. And you may be thinking, well, that doesn't seem very complex then. People like to describe this as a system-heavy game. Like I was looking a lot at. So let's back up a little bit. So the main way this differs from other fighting games is based on the rock paper scissors mechanic, right? It's not got like crazy super bars or like ultra like, you know, bars. It's just your health bar. But it's basically a rock paper scissors game where attack beats throw, which is very different to any other fighting game. So remember that. Attack beats throw beats block beats attack. And the other major different thing here is compared to other fighting games, like you can instantly block a low move by going down block, but let's say somebody does jab and then does low jab, to block low from low jab, it takes 6 frames. So to do things like from back turn or from here to here, there's frames. It's not instant. Again, to do instant block, no block, it's instant. But like if for certain setups and all that, these are the 2 major different things. It costs 6 frames to low block, and attacks can break throws. So basically, it's not one of those things where, oh, somebody's gonna random try throw you and is, oh my god, this person keeps throwing me. If they got throw setups, they'll be able to throw you. But literally, they can start their throw super early, and if you do an attack, as long as you know you're not caught in a major like stun animation or something like that, you can do your attack at the last minute, and your attack will always beat throw. So how do you break out of throws? So you can do forward throw, back throw, or you can do neutral throw, and that's how you break out. So to break a neutral throw, you just do throw. To break a back throw, you gotta go back throw. To break a forward throw. That's how you break out of throws. There's certain characters got low throws. Certain characters are like, you know, they're throw characters, so they have way more complex throws. But throws are a big part of this game. Like, you know, if you get thrown in Tekken, if you get thrown in Street Fighter, it's a viable thing to do, right? But like a lot of people like to complain, oh, this person's so cheap, he's always throwing me, whatever. Like jabbing and then throwing is like a core part of this game. Because like I said, this game ain't like crazy flashy. Like, so, you know, it's more fisticuff style. So throwing is a core part of this game. It is juggle based as well. Like a lot of the like Tekken, it's not as complex as Tekken, like juggle wise. This ain't like Tekken 6 or anything. You're gonna see anything crazy like Kazuya style. And like the Tekken games, I don't know why I keep comparing to Tekken. A lot of our community are from Tekken. You can like sidestep stuff. So this is how it's a 3D fighter. Like there's certain moves you can. There's certain moves that track. There's certain moves you can sidestep up. There's certain moves you can sidestep down. You got like side throws and back throws. That's where the 3D aspect comes into it. So yeah, that's like the core of the game basically. And then you wanna obviously so for the juggle side, it's got like a mid float style. I don't know what the right name is for it. The VIA fans are probably rolling their eyes. It's got like there's like a float mechanic you can do. Not a mechanic. You can put your character opponent into a float state, and from that float state you can juggle them. Also, it's kind of got the Tekken 5 and 6 spikes. So there's like 3 versions of floor spikes. One version, like the hardest floor spike, doesn't keep them in a juggle state. It just knocks them down. And then there's 2 other versions of the floor spike, which basically puts them in a juggle state. So that's how you do combos here. You know, you try to either counterattack them, get them in a juggle state, and then finally you can ring out. There's wall break levels. There's levels without any walls, and then there's levels like this that are classified as low walls or mid walls. So they can't get pushed out of levels like this, but if you do a juggle move or that can like push them over the wall, you'll get a wall out. And like that's like the basic of this game. So at its core, there's always like, we was having this conversation on my stream earlier on. People was like, oh, I heard this game is really complex, but I don't understand why it's really complex, because there's not much here. And I made the same comment when we first started this. I was like, yeah, I don't understand. Maybe I was just like salty VF fans were just trying to make that argument for their game. Like why are they saying that? But after playing it for a couple of hours, I think I've kind of understood why. So another thing people say about Virtua Fighter is they say it's not like you can play anybody, because it's not that the cast is super balanced. Is because like each character, let's say, has 60 moves, right? But in that regard, it's kind of the same like Tekken. There's only gonna be like 10% of the moves you're using, for argument's sake, at a higher level, right, that are super viable. Most of the cast, you're going to be using the system mechanics, right, of the rock paper scissors to like play the game at its high level, or even at a medium level. And then, you know, 10% of these moves are going to be like super viable, so you don't have to worry about them that much. So because of that, all of the cast is viable. It's not like in Tekken where you have to know matchup. Like obviously you have to know matchups. You kind of have to know that in any fighting game. But like everybody is viable, and then that last 10% comes from, oh, what unique thing has each character got. So after playing this for training for a couple of hours, I think I've kind of understood why people call this complex. It's because it's a free button fighting game. So imagine adding 60 moves on, but you only have 3 buttons. That's what, like, maybe me coming from a Tekken and Street Fighter background, that's what's kind of making it hard for me. Like they've added so many moves onto like 3 buttons. So that's where like a lot of the complexity comes from. Also, for me anyway, I'm not saying that's why the game's complex. That's why it's like kind of like in the first couple of hours. I know it's only been the first couple of hours. That's why it's hard to pick up for me. Also, I'm so sorry about the trash gameplay. I'm just trying to explain and explain everything. We'll get to some better gameplay. Better, I say. Yeah, after I finish explaining this. But like that's like kind of like the core of the gameplay. And chat's talking about fuzzy guard as well. So yeah, the obviously attacks beating throws is one. Going into duck costs 6 frames. And like fuzzy guard is like the tech. I didn't want to say fuzzy guard because it was probably all the casuals playing this, it would probably be too much against them. But fuzzy guard is basically like layman's terms. It gives you like the only way to block stop high throw is to duck it, but also you want to be blocking as well because it gives you more options to stop the attack as well. So what high level players do is basically like fuzzy guard. It just gives you more options to block more things in the layman's terms. So you know you can stop the attack, or if they throw you, you can duck the throw. But because I said there's 6 frames to duck, there it costs 6 frames. So if somebody high jabs you and then does low throw or low attack, you gotta account for those 6 frames for you to duck. Does that make sense? So there's like different kinds of fuzzy guard tech, or like where crouching dash costs less frames than just straight ducking. So that's where a lot of complexity of this game comes from. This game has got option selects. From what I know, there is 2 main option selects though. Because you know how I said throw breaks are you just do the opposite throw to throw break. So to throw break, neutral punch guard is just punch guard. If you're holding block, you can hold punch at the same time. So this is option select. So if he tries to throw me, and it was a neutral throw, it would auto. So I'll either block if he attacks me, or it would throw if he throws. So that's the main option select in this game, and people do that along with sidestep. So they do sidestep tech and also do that option select. That's like kind of the main 2 option selects in this game. Obviously, that's why I was saying to my chat earlier on, maybe you don't never wanna, like if you're guarding and you're holding punch, so it's basically option select. You always, if you do want to do a throw, always do a like forward or back throw, because most, like at a low level, probably most people will probably be like doing neutral throw, right? While you're in the option select, you can option select like back or forward throw, tech back or forward throw as well, but then you would have to be guessing back, forward, or low. And that's it. That's basically the core of this game. That sounds very simple. And then most of the rest of it is based on, you know, like footsies and like get out of the range of their attack, so you can dash in to counter attack them, trying to get those juggles, try to get those wall splats, add in the whole ring out to it. And the cast is very small, but a lot of the cast seems very unique as well. And a lot of the cast, I have to say though, from what I mean, from the 6 I played, everybody seems like kind of complex. A lot of the cast has got like stances or moves, or like is it accurate? Is like the Ryu of this game. He seems like simple, but everybody else I've touched anyway seems like has a lot going on. So for somebody who's just trying to learn this game, we've been playing for like 4 hours on Twitch. There'll be a link up to that stream. You can find that stream for a couple of weeks on Twitch anyway. I'm just trying to find a character out here. So like I was like, oh my god, I really like Blaze because he seems like really my rushdown style. But he's got so many moves. But then I came to realize a lot of them are like not garbage, but like a lot of them is not what you would be using. It's just like, oh, he's got 15 moves that does 15 different throws from 15 different angles, but it's the same one move, right? So, and now let's talk about the actual game itself. If it looks pretty good, everything from I've seen here. But like the thing with Virtua Fighter 5 was even Virtua Fighter 5, like the resolution would have probably been low on Final Showdown. That still looks like a good game, right? Ow. And also, you can tell I'm not used to blocking because I'm not blocking a lot.
Ready, go!
It is a very fast game as well. From what I've been reading up on, like the hardcore scene is a very rushdown based game as well. Not very obviously the fuzzy guard is like advanced, like defensive tech, whatever. But even the fuzzy guard stuff, it's meant to be used kind of offensively, right? It's like an offensive guard move that you could be efficient at basically rushing down. But this is not like Tekken where it's is inherently a defensive game. So that's what makes it feel even more faster. What we do, because I think today there's only like a few content creators playing it. There are a few lobbies online, but it seems like it's a lot of American content creators. I'm not sure how many Europeans there are. We might try to get a couple of matches in, but if I'm going to be honest, I think that might be better saved when the game's fully out. Because, you know, I have a feeling a lot of people might be checking this out because, you know, free on PS. The only other like thing I've seen people say that, oh my god, it was bad timing because Strive comes out in like, because Strive got delayed, right? I wonder if that was originally in their plans that we're going to release this in the summer just before Evo and everything, because Strive was originally meant to be out months ago, but that ended up getting delayed because of all the drama that happened with like its matchmaking and its lobby system, right? So I wonder if the original plans were for this, because if it's coming to Plus, Sega probably signed that deal with PlayStation ages ago, right? Of when it was going to come out and everything, with PlayStation purchasing Evo and everything. And Evo's next month, right? I can't remember now. I don't even know what the dates are. This is all probably part of the plan, right? Because the rumors of this being called Virtua Fighter Esports or whatever. That was probably not their fault, right? That was like, oh no, Strive got delayed. It's coming out 2 weeks after we're releasing. We've put the paperwork on this and the ink is dry ages ago. There's nothing we can do now. So I know I heard some comments of people going, oh man, this is bad timing. But this is, if you think about it, right? If Strive wasn't delayed, then this would have been the only fighting game out for summer, right? Strive would have been out for months. And it was like, okay, this is what we're going to play leading up into Evo, you know?
Round one. Ready, go!
So presentation wise, as you would expect with that new coat of paint and the new engine being used, it looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it looks like a you know, like Mortal Kombat or anything. I don't know even if it looks good as probably not even as good as Tekken, right? They've had some crazy sweat tech and everything to that Tekken, but it looks like a current fighter, right? You wouldn't be playing this and you know, no shade on it looks better than the King of Fighters games, right? You know, like weight. So you know, in that regard of making it look nice, 100%, it looks pretty nice. God, I suck. All right, so what we do here, that's kind of like the base of what this product is. We'll probably try to get a couple of online games in. Again, that might be useless for today. We'll probably have to wait for that. We'll probably have to wait for that for tomorrow. Should be okay. Always quick roll, side roll. That's what I've been told. Did I lose? Oh wow. Okay. Loading times seem pretty fast. Well, that's how I was playing on PS4 Pro. This is a 16. Is that? I think it's like 12, 13 gig download, and it's like almost just like a 16 gig install. Is nothing crazy. If I go here, 16.5 gig. So it's not like massive, which is cool. If you have, and I've got installed on my external. I've got installed on my external hard drive. Loading times and everything seem to be fine. Obviously, that's not online. That's everything for single player. If you're interested. I've gotta. I don't know if the default layout for the controls is pretty good. Like the reason they put an extra punch button on the face buttons is probably so you can do throws easier. That was not safe.
Round 2. Ready, go!
But I don't know if that's how like the VF community, right? Like their controls. Oh, now that I think of it, he does seem a lot like, was it El Forte from Street Fighter 4? Actually, yes, now that I think of it, he is a lot like El Forte. Like a lot of his like mix-ups come from like he's got to go into that running animation, and he's got a lot from that running animation. Again, though, I've only been playing him for like an hour, so I don't know much about him. All right, what we're gonna do? We're back out here. We'll try to get some online games in, and we'll cut a few games back in. Maybe I can give you some comments on how the online is today. But again, that might be better suited for once this game has been out for a couple of weeks and everybody's got their hand on it. We'll be right back. Oh, we got a match. Oh, we got a match with a freaking good bar as well. Okay. Yeah, I watched a lot of tutorial videos and I was like, oh, it doesn't matter what character you pick, just have fun. I don't know. I feel like I'm not saying pick your character on who you will win with, whatever, but I feel like those videos ain't really accounting for the like the fighting game fan that want to have like that instant satisfaction. Oh, why would I? Did I sidestep? I got the sidestep in and then I did nothing? Okay.
Round 2. Ready, go!
But this feels great to play though, online wise. This doesn't feel laggy or anything. So, you know. We was playing a 1 bar earlier on, and I felt okay as well. And this is a very, like, I wonder if 3D fighters just, again, rollback is great for everything, right? I wonder if just 3D fighters generally just do better with delay based than 2D fighters do.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
I gotta stop doing that. No.
You'll never be a match for me.
Why are all the ladies in this game extremely skinny? Come on. Just keep giving me the rematch, okay? You've got an early copy. I've got an early copy. We just want to get some games in. Oh my God. What was that sound?
I've got the advantage. You've got nothing.
Let's see how many seconds you'll last. Are you ready for this?
Round 1.
Eat some food, okay? Too skinny.
Ready, go!
Again, I have to apologize for the day one scrubby gameplay. I keep being like, oh, this character is too complex for me. I don't want to play him, even though he's super fun. And I keep coming back to this character for like 5 hours. I've got like moves from like the entire cast in my head. Uh-oh. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Also drowned me. Also messed up. Also, I'm at the bottom of the ocean now. Wow, that hurt. Jesus. Did I just burp into the mic there? I don't know. And if I didn't, I just told you. So, which, you know.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go.
I mean, this is my point that I made at the beginning of the video, where I was like, you know, people are already, oh, no, rollback, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, you haven't even played the game yet, so, you know, sure, rollback would have made this better, but this is playing absolutely perfectly. And for all I know, this guy is like my next door neighbor, right? But, you know, the game's not out yet, so the closest this guy or girl is probably to me is probably London. But 4 bars, this person has to be in the UK. Oh, that was a throw if I would have got if I would have connected the second half. Oh shit! No, nice.
Knockout.
Damn it. I'm gonna keep playing this person because it's hard to find games today. Take all of my points. Take all of them. I am no match for you. Take all the points. Oh, you can't rematch again? Like both of us are right now. Listen, we'll take this rematch. Alright, the same person. It is the same person. Oh, maybe it's not the same person? Everybody's playing the same character? Ah, my ears!
Let's see how many seconds you'll last. Are you ready for this?
Oh, outfit.
Round 1. Ready, go.
I'm not gonna be lie. I'm not gonna be lie. I'm not gonna lie. You look way better in jeans, okay, than you do in that bodysuit. Seems very like 90s, you know. Uh-oh, that hurt. Ow. I was told by the tutorial videos that usually low kicks don't do that much damage.
Knockout.
Where'd that sweep come out from?
Round 2. Ready, go.
Uh-oh.
Knockout.
Oh, sorry. Did I show off my custom colors? Do you like them?
Ready, go.
Ow. Right into that.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
Totally different person using the same character. Uh oh.
Knockout.
I've got the
I'm ranked up. It's
You've
the
got
greatest day and the happiest day of my life. I wish I would show like location info. Oh, why'd they leave? I'm a scrub. I'm literally day one. Okay, you probably got this review copy because you was an ex Virtua Fighter Evolution content creator. I'm just trying to like hype myself up for beating them. And you want to run away from little old me? Again? Wow, there's so many characters. Why is everybody using Sarah? 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 How do I pronounce this, right? Like Aaron? Sarah.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
Ow. Everybody's pressing buttons.
Knockout.
That was a throw combo. I feel like the timing might have been a bit generous online. I feel like I missed it. Oh, there's a ring out there. Guess where I'm going. Ah, don't play with your food. What are you doing? Getting a little bit confident because I had like 3 online games.
Ready, go!
Like the sidestep? I do.
Heavyweights are nothing to me.
They are nothing to me. Other than I don't want them to squish me. Oh my god, we got another player, thank God. Crazy Cliff. It's Cliff Bazinski's crazy brother. Is that joke even
Round
relevant?
1.
Does anybody know who Cliff
Ready,
Bazinski is?
go!
Oh, okay. We got somebody who isn't pressing buttons. They watched the same tutorial video I did.
Knockout. Round 2.
Okay, if this person blocks a lot, you know what you do? You know what you do with people who block a lot? You throw them. Rock, paper, scissors.
Knockout. Round 3.
I'm just glad we're playing somebody else.
Go. Knockout. Round 4.
I mean, I am winning, if that means anything. I don't know.
Knockout.
I've got the advantage. You've got nothing.
Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Okay, he didn't leave. He didn't leave, chat.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
How'd you like the bogey spit in your face? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe, okay, I shouldn't have bogey spit in his face.
Knockout.
Okay, let that be a lesson to you, okay? Don't spit in people's face. It's not nice.
Round 3.
Okay?
Ready, go! Knockout.
Oh no, look what happened. No, did I jinx it?
Round 4. Ready, go!
Alright, I gotta start doing quick roll.
Knockout.
On it. Honestly, you know, I feel like the best thing to come out of this, other than I'm having a character identity crisis, the online seems pretty good. Like these, I might be playing people from the UK, but like, even that one bar I had was okay. So, you know, that's something. Here's
Round 1. Ready, go!
come on, quick get up. I know how to do it. I know. then I missed it. One day I'm gonna do it, chat. No, that's what was I trying? Gotcha. Woo. All right, that felt kind of. Okay, that's the first time the heartbeat went up today.
Go!
This person's totally read that I don't never quick get up, so they're
Knockout!
so they're literally going for that ground hit every single time.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout!
The buttons are unreal. Okay.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout!
Okay. We can play defensively too. Let's go.
Round 5.
We got a match on our hands.
Ready, go!
Okay, I didn't know he was about to reach that much, that far. Oh, why did I have to spit at him? I jinxed myself. Oh my God, he's stuffing everything.
Knockout!
That's my own fault. Did I not learn? Don't spit at people. Oh, I threw it away. Did I just rank up on a loss? On an L? Well, I feel like there you have it. Honestly, yeah, I've only managed to get like a couple of games in. I know I don't judge my scrubby level. I am totally, like most of you I reckon playing this are gonna be totally new to Virtua Fighter. I'm still not really picking it up like as easily as I thought, even after 5-6 hours. I like just playing real people will help with that, because in the last like hour I've been playing actual people. I'm kind of getting the hang and the back and forward more now rather than playing against CPU. The one thing that's what we played online for, right? Not to show my beautiful skills. It was to see how the online is at the moment. Like maybe it's you know, these are going out to press, journalists, and review like to all streamers and all the people in the industry at the moment. So you would expect those people to have good internet connections. That's why I'm having a good internet connection at the moment. Who knows? Again, this is stuff we're only, even when it goes out into the wild tomorrow, you won't be able to know that. This is like 3-4 weeks in. We'll be able to see, like, once everybody from all walks of internet life, you know, good connections, bad connections, good speeds, bad speeds, then we can know on a general basis if this is okay online or not. But from everything I played of it today, I was having a good experience online, even with 1 bar. So, you know, but then I'm used to no rollback, playing with delay-based netcode, because I play a lot of Tekken here. So what do I know? You know, it's gonna, if you got PlayStation Plus, it's gonna be free on Plus for the whole of June. Rumors, maybe even July. They haven't confirmed anything about that yet. I read that in the forum somewhere. So who knows? You know, anything you read in the forum these days. But I think with that, we're gonna call it with this one. There's gonna be like a 5-hour stream that we cover this over on Twitch. That'll be up on Twitch for a couple of weeks. We'll do a short video highlight that will go over up on Twitch and YouTube. Once again, keep in mind this was a review copy provided by the publisher. It will be free for everybody on Plus tomorrow. How does that sound? Don't forget we got a community Discord and the Twitter. I post all the time, stream a couple times a week over on Twitch. All that information will be in the description. Come check us out. If you like this video, drop a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Would you reckon it looks good? Be interesting after we play this after a couple of weeks, but we come back to this and see how good the online connection was. Don't forget to follow us, subscribe depending on where you're watching, and turn those notification bells on so you do know when new videos drop. I'd appreciate it. First time outro where me just getting kicked in the face. Anyway, we're gonna call it with this one. Much love. Peace.